Hello everyone, and welcome to today's stream. Today we are playing some more Final Fantasy XIV, and without further ado, let's get started. Last time when we left off, we reached the Ruby Sea in Stormblood.
As long as he didn't hurt anyone, he's fine.
And without further ado, let's talk to Saruman. But first, let's talk to our three people with us. At least, somewhere out there across the waters is Yugiri and Gosetsu's homeland. How is it? Woe betide any enemy foolish enough to attack by sea. Now, if the Garleans were to bring their airships, on the other hand, let's see if I can mitigate the sound of. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to mitigate the sound of the background noise. Filters. Threshold. It's not threshold that does that. Release. Hello. No, not release.
She'll leave.
Hello. 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 Testing 1 2. Let me turn on my chat so I can view that.
Just kidding. I'm just saying because the jacket you're wearing looks like something.
My channel. Let's see. Testing 1 2. 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 Okay, that should do. Okay. Hopefully the background noise doesn't bother people. Okay. The Hingons built this island as a bulwark against invasion and filled it with enough cannons to sink an armada. Okay. Let's see what Saruman has to say. How wide and beautiful she is, the Ruby Sea, filled with promise and adventure and treasure. Many wonderful treasures.
Yeah, just, I don't know, just for me. Yeah, that could work.
Testing 1, 2.
Bring your stuff.
Testing 1, 2.
I think Sean still.
Okay, that should do. Now I've mitigated the sound and turned up my volume. I'm basically using my a separate headset to listen to my stream from. My phone, which kind of causes me to interrupt myself. Let me turn it down. Okay, now that that's done with, let's see. Open waters. One does not simply cross the Ruby Sea, as Suroban well knows. Now, in order to reach the shores of Varthard, you will need to cross the resplendent waters you see before you. However, this is easier said than done. To set forth without making the necessary preparations is to invite the Confederacy to claim your vessel, and your life should you resist. But this fate can be avoided by paying the ruby tithe, thereby earning you the blessing of the pirate lords. So let us go and greet them. Our destination is the isle to the west. That doesn't look very far to me. Wolfmage, why don't we jump in and swim for it? I have my hands full. I've had my fill of boats. An excellent idea. I think you shall find the water you're looking. I will use my ship to deliver those less inclined to the island. Oh, we're having a bit of lag. Oh no, it's just a leaf running off. Now, the first thing we are going to do is get all the ether currents we have access to. Some of them are under the water and we can't do that yet. Ether come to the west. I guess we can talk to Leaf while we're at it. Right, this should be easy, and a good way to loosen up before the next fight, whenever it comes. 20 Gil says I beat you there. To the west, okay. Whee! As we carry a greatsword on our back while swimming in the water in heavy armor. Not practical at all. Okay. Still to the west. Now that we're out of the water, we can mount. We're going to go ahead and get this ether current. Still to the west. Northeast. Ah, there it is. Try to avoid all the enemies while we're at it. And we did not. Fine, I'll fight you. Some blowfish. think I got this skill last stream, but didn't realize it. Quintessence, where does that go? Where does that go on my hotbars? Let's see. Pictures. Screenshots. Pretty sure that Sage. Warrior, Paladin, Dark Knight. There we go. Quintessence actually goes in a different spot. There we go. Right spot. And our next ability will be Delirium at level 68. Not 86, 68. Now to claim this Aether card. Now to go back to where our quest is. Yeah, it's to the north, meaning it's not on this island. But now let's see what each of the characters has to say. Least first. Not bad. We'll call it a draw. Oh, what spirit do you two have to delight in this simple joy so readily? Not that I have anything against the oceans, the occasional dip in the ocean, but to dive in on a whim is a bit, Let's see what's our has. Ah, there you are. I trust you enjoyed yourself. Follow me, my friends. The one with whom we must speak is a man named Tensui. Mount up. And try to slip past and... Ooh, we got the most recent mount we got, which is the Christmas one. Nice. Takes the illusions. Merchant and Mender. I could probably use the mending of my equipment. Talk to each of the characters first, starting with Saruman. This one is Tensui. Come, introduce yourself. My clothes have mostly dried, but there's a bit clingy. Still no regrets. Doma's position on the Confederacy could be best described as one on grounded acceptance. They are pirates, aye, but they adhere to a code and are a stabilizing force in the Rupee Sea. Now for Alize, no, not Floofy Plume, Alize. I wonder, Laminson pirates have been known to say things like R and surely pirates on opposite sides of the world would use different expressions. I fear you have the advantage of me. Most honorable and esteemed Mage, when I am Ffxiv, a humble mate who serves at the pleasure of the Confederacy's captain. You, as you are in the company of the Shellback, I presume we have business to discuss. Okay. Boys with bows. Tensui's face betrays nothing as he looks upon you up and down. You wish to pay the ruby tithe, yes? With your guild, perhaps. It is just as well. Foreign currencies are in demand these days. I would pay for their passage to Arthar. Does this meet your satisfaction? The sea has been quite tempestuous of late. I cannot say with confidence that you would reach your destination safely unless you cripple it. Do you take me for a fool? I know the price, and as do all. Alas, we live in interesting times. As you come from Kugane, I should think I need not tell you that. The shadow of war looms. The wise and the cautious shirk our waters. Shirk our waters, our customs, and the foolhardy sharpen their knives in anticipation.
Shall we get you?
Meaning, sir, you've got to come quickly. The bastards are at it again. I tried to convince them to stop, but they weren't having it. Very well, I'll be there shortly. A proposition. Your comrades strike me as a worthwhile investment. I would not hear men name me a cat before Tobin, and so I shall consider their tithe paid, not for what they have done, but for what I expect they will do. I'm not sure what to make of that man, but at least the matter of our tithe is settled for now. What was that he and the other pirate were talking about? Maybe we ought to go and have a look. People are being loud once again. I'm sorry about that, guys. Okay, they took the stuff out from under the table that was keeping it somewhat stable. Did they not tell that this table wasn't stable? That's okay, Xerix.
Gentlemen, I'm told you were most unreceptive to my associate's requests. I realize you do not look kindly on the Confederacy and her ways, but if you refuse to pay the ruby tithe, your safety in these waters cannot be assured.
I'm gonna mute because it's voice acted.
Spare me your concern, pirate. Your feeble attempts at extortion will not work on us. You remain at large because we allow it. Because you are such insignificant little pests that we see no need to swat you. But if you wish to risk the ire of the Viceroy, by all means, fire upon an Imperial vessel. Give us a reason to bring the full might of the Garlean Empire to bear against your pathetic fleet.
Bastards!
Gentlemen, surely the fact that you have such limitless resources at your disposal gives you all the more reason to spare some few coins for the less fortunate.
All talk, just as I thought. Come, let us away. I have no time for this rubbish.
We're all the same to them, aren't we? Savages to be ruled or slaughtered.
They've always balked at paying the ruby tithe, but they were never so eager to pick a fight. The problem, you see, is that many of my comrades in the Confederacy are of Doman descent, and the acting Viceroy, well, she's none too fond of Domans, to say the least. If we take any action to hinder the safe passage of an Imperial vessel, she'll accuse us of attempting to foment rebellion and brand us enemies of the Empire, which we can ill afford to be. Like the man said, we're all talk.
And where did the Kojin stand in all this?
With the winning side, of course. They're mercenaries to a fault, eager to offer their services without coercion. The Shellback could tell you more, though something tells me he would rather not.
I don't understand. If the Garleans are causing the Confederacy this much trouble, and if so many of you are Doman to begin with, why aren't you willing to fight back?
Spoken like a true friend of the Doman Liberation Front. If you're planning to rouse us with noble words and grand promises, don't bother. We all know what the Imperial Army can do. Compared to them, we're boys with boats. Besides, what ties a man may once have held to his home are forsaken upon joining the Confederacy. We look out for none but our own. Be that as it may, our livelihood is under threat, and the captain will need to decide soon whether we're to go down in a blaze of glory, or bow and scrape for crumbs from the Emperor's table. All while our friend the Viceroy continues her purge of Doma's radical elements. I believe she's holding court in one of the fishing villages even as we speak.
That she-devil! Her perfidy knows no bounds! She must be stopped! Come, let us find Soroban and put to sea at once!
Tell the others that these ones have paid. We all have places to be.
Okay, so now to... What are we waiting for? Come. Stormblood can't have gone far. Though, now that I think on it, it is past things strange that he left without warning. Mayhap he did not wish to be seen by his Kojin brethren. I doubt he thought to leave us behind, but nevertheless, it may be prudent to return to his ship, or at least to the Confederate encampment. I told you he would not abandon us. I am sure he has a reason for his odd behavior, and I should like very much to hear them. Trust requires honesty. Oh good, he's still here. Oh my friends, 1,000 pardons. As you may have guessed, I was reluctant to be seen in your company by my red brethren. Ours is a complex relationship. I pray you do not misinterpret their actions as a reflection of our alliance as a whole. You understand, Kami. You understand, Kami be praised. Too often, our shell was quick to judge all Kojin for the deeds of one. Right then, now that our business with Tensai is concluded, we can traverse the Ruby Sea without fear. I'm gonna take the materia. To bend with the wind. Sarben is in high spirits. I shall return to the ship and prepare for departure. If you have any remaining business to conduct with the pirates here, pray do so now. That reminds me, Wolf Mage, would you be so kind as to inform the Confederates of our plans? The more they know of our movements, the less likely we are to be mistaken for another vessel by their comrades. Oh, you're the one from the beach, leaving us already. No need to pay the tithe. Like Tensui said, on the other hand, if you were to peruse our wares and find anything to your liking, we should be glad to sell it to you for a fair price. Is this a quest that gets a Aether card? Yes, it is. The price of the trail. Yusui is looking for an individual who can freely enter the Ruby Sea. Price. Yes you. Do you know of the Ruby Price, the fortress in the middle of the Ruby Sea from which the Bokufu soldiers survey the surrounding waters? The other day we found one of their men stowed away on a ship we confiscated. With a bit of coaxing, he eventually confessed to doing some underhanded trading with the Red Kojin on behalf of his superior. It seems he thought he could avoid paying the Ruby tag, and by hiding aboard someone else's ship, but no one gets away with crossing the water free of charge. As such, I took him. I am looking to track down this superior of his and have him compensate us. If I try to sail to the Ruby Price and look for him myself, however, I'll be blasted to smithereens before I even make it halfway there. Do you think you could go? Okay. Now. Don't get caught now by a... We're going to the Ruby Price really quick. Do this so that we can get this Aether card. Back to this island. Yeah, I did, Jared. Want to join the fate? Go, 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 go. That is a big flying shark. that I've done that, I will go over and get some water, like you said. Okay, I have my liquid refreshment. And I'm back. Also, my mouse got turned around when my phone dropped. Anywho, now that we've killed that guy, or I don't know if we killed him or knocked him out. Either way, we now have to run all the way back here. Actually, it would be faster to teleport here and use the Aetherite to go to the Ruby Sea. Where's Jason? Hold on, I'm gonna mute really quick so I can ask someone something. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, this is faster. Should be right here. Complete. Okay. Unlock one of the Aether Currents. Quest Aether Currents for this area. Let's see. Ruby Sea. There are 3 more quest Aether Currents in this area. And none of them are available yet, but north. Okay. They're to the north. There are a couple Aether Currents that are underwater in this area, which means we need the ability to dive first. Tonky ticket. Let's talk to the characters before we talk to Saravan. Let's talk to Lise. We're gonna go Lise, Gosetsu, to Alize, then to Zarove. Next stop, Orthard, and Doma. We're coming to you, Gary. What are we standing around for? Did you not hear what Tensui said? The Viceroy must be stopped. Even if we need not fear the Confederacy, there is no telling what manner of Imperial presence we will find waiting for us. We must be careful. You have spoken with the Confederates up above, then? Excellent. If you are ready to depart, we may do so at any time. Depart? All aboard! Then let us be off. I shall deliver you to the fishing village of Isari. Wait. Tensai said that the Viceroy was holding court in one of the fishing villages, did he not? Should Isari chance to be the village in question, we could instantly find ourselves surrounded by Imperial soldiers. I think it's safer to come ashore some distance away. Very well, I know just the place. They taking the helm. Taking the helm. If this is voice acted, I am going to go ahead and mute myself. Or is it not a cutscene? Nope, it's not a cutscene. It would have been silly to try and swim all the way here, at least this time. Still have your bearings? I know it can be difficult when you're on water. At long last, I am returned to my homeland. Okay. Nope, don't target Floofy Point. Here we are. I am reasonably certain none bore witness to our approach. And with this, I believe I have fulfilled the terms of our agreement. That you have. You have my deepest thanks, Saravan. Truly, we are blessed to have befriended such a clever and industrious merchant. So you are much too kind, good sir. I know not where your path may lead, but I wish you the very best, and hope that we will meet again. So we finally arrived in Orthard. All we need to do now is liberate them. Ah yes, that. Look, daunting though it is, we do have one thing in our favor, the element of surprise. Unlike in Garabania, the Imperials don't know we're here. Admittedly, that may be our only advantage. Consider how few of us there are. Well, I expect the Doman Liberation Front will even up the odds a bit, but before all that, we need to see if this is the fishing village. Shinsui was talking about. It may well be. I smell cerulean on the breeze. I love how my character's nose just went up. As if he's sniffing the air. Cerulean fuel.
Even accounting for the rebellion, such indiscriminate shows of force seem pointlessly excessive.
If only you knew how commonplace such scenes have become. Are we too late?
Over there, someone's coming.
It is she, sworn enemy of Doma, of my master. The traitor who sold her homeland to the Garleans. Yotsuyu.
The Viceroy herself. And look behind her. Isn't that...
Filth and squalor everywhere I look. How very Doman. What I wouldn't do for a drink. Come now! You've no reason to look so afraid. You have lived through a quarter of a century of Garlean rule, remember?
'Tis better to bend with the wind than stand tall and be broken. Therein lies hope. Therein lies freedom. I come before you today seeking affirmation. A heartfelt declaration. You're free to answer me as you see fit, yet even the least among you should know the correct response. Should. A resident of your village, one of your neighbors, mayhap your friend, was detained by the Kojin this morning. They say he was attempting to flee to Kugane, but we both know that simply isn't true, don't we? Have you anything to say? Bit slow, this one. Is there anyone more sensible among you? Have any of you anything to say? To swear?
My lady, I swear to serve the Empire, to do whatever is asked of me, and never disobey.
Well said, that man. Of course, it wouldn't do to simply take you at your word. Kill him. Surely you can do that much. He must be guilty of something or other, or he wouldn't have attempted to flee the Empire.
I have a family. Kami, forgive me. Kami, forgive me.
Very, very good. I've always had a soft spot for men like you. Next, I want you to shoot those two over there. Too old to work, you understand. A burden on the Empire. We can't have that.
But they're my parents. You can't expect me to...
Stop and think for a moment. If you go charging in now, every one of those villagers is as good as dead. We must consider the wider picture. If we act recklessly, we risk alerting the Garleans to our presence here, making it that much harder for us to work with the local rebels, to say nothing of the reprisals ordinary civilians would be made to suffer.
Open your eyes, girl. They are already suffering. Let me go. I am putting an end to this madness. I will approach the village alone and identify myself as a former leader of the rebellion and a known fugitive. They will wish to detain me until they are certain they have learned all I know. Use this time to make your plans.
You saw what those monsters did to the villagers. Who knows what they'll do to you, assuming they don't kill you where you stand?
We live and die at the pleasure of the Kami. My fate is in their hands and no others. If it be of any comfort, I am no stranger to chains.
You can't expect us to stand idly by as a comrade goes marching off to his death. And this is nothing like Kugani.
Nor is it like the Reach, Lys, or the Wall. Let him go. Hold out for as long as you can, but remember, noble sacrifices are to remain an absolute last resort. I wish I could say it won't come to that, but only the gods know how we're going to get you and the others out in one piece. A miracle, perchance.
A great tower stands to the north and east. Look to its occupants for aid and succor. Together, you may yet find your miracle. Now, leave this place. I must go.
Oh. Another idiot like all the rest. I'm beginning to think it may be something fundamental. Something intrinsic. Something quintessentially Doman to ignore the simple truth. You can't do a damn thing if you're dead.
Enough, Yotsuyu!
Well now, this is a surprise.
Hear me, Yotsuyu! Cease this farce, here and now, and I shall surrender myself to you. Refuse, and all shall answer to my blade.
Bring him to the tavern.
Well, shit has hit the fan. I hate it as much as you, maybe even more. Every fiber of my being was crying out to intervene, but what is done is done. Gosetsu's gamble has gifted us the time we need to find a solution. He bade us seek aid at the distant tower, yes? For want of a better idea, I say we do just that, while taking care to avoid Imperials. Not that hot fire, that hot fire, there it is. Actually, decision on which one I pick up. So your options are ninja, rogue ninja, pugilist monk, can't get reaper yet, dancer, machinist, archer bard, marauder, or scholar. What do you guys want me to do? Okay, first option. Damage, tank, or healer. That should narrow it down. Healer. That only opens up Scholar, so we're going Scholar. So we are going to, once we have the, we're first gonna get the Aetherite. Over here, because and the unique thing about Scholar is it levels with Summoner, so it should already be level 64. So we are going to attune to this Aetherite, and as soon as we do, we're gonna go so that means I don't have to level the healer up to at all. I just have to pick it up and do a couple quests to unlock skills. But in order to do that, we need to be Humans Elemensa. Winoja? Upper Ducks? No. Lower Ducks. And this will be the pet healing class. And in fact, the healing class I am not good at it. You guys decided on it. Internet? Arcanist skill. Praise the sea. ruby. Yes, first.
I'm going to the restroom.
Okay, and resurrection. Battle. Surecast. General. Limit break. Summon Carbuncle goes here. Radiant Ages. Precious Brilliance. Outburst. Physic. Physic goes here. Aether charge. There we go. Okay, that's it. Forgotten, but not gone. Murray has knowledge of an intriguing opportunity, and we will get sold the scholar and now Loquia. Wolf Mage, have you any interest in history? If so, I would share with you an opportunity to study the ways of the ancients. A curiously refined and well-rounded marauder visited the guild the other day in the hopes he might meet an arcanist of exponential skill. He claimed that the assistance of one such individual would be invaluable for the success of his aetherological research. I say claims because despite his eloquence, the thought of a marauder with academics ambition still strikes me as odd. You are, of course, free to formulate your own options. His name is Zalka, and he can be found at the Marauders Guild should curiosity overwhelm you. And I'm going to make a new set, gear set. This one is going to be for the healer class that Arcanist becomes. So it's going to go there. That's not where it goes on my hotbar. So it's here for Arcanist. Let's see, so now that we have that set, let's see, we go to the Marauders Guild. Thank you for the pets and the boots.
That's how I have with cultists. Don't put me on blast.
And we are going to talk to Alpha Zoka. Thank you for setting aside your preconceptions, Wolf Mage. I am actually aware of how acutely aware of how unusual it is for a marauder to conduct research, as it were. However, you shall soon understand what I am not skilled. You shall soon understand that I am not at all like my more muscular brethren. Rather than rush blindly into the enemy's maw, I formulate and execute stratagem to great effect. My archaeological pursuits are but an extension of this practice, for at present I am researching the military tactics of the ancient Nim. 'Twould not surprise me if you were unfamiliar with Nim. The civilization flourished some 15-odd centuries ago during the fifth Astral Era. The Mayans, whatever, lived during an age of wonders when the magical arts flourished, but magic can be wielded for weal or for woe, and this period of peace, equality, eventually gave way to the Great War of Magi. The nations of that bygone era brought earth-shattering magics to bear against one another, yet Nim, with only a handful of mages to support its army of marauders, repulsed would be invaders time and time again. Precisely how a military force of this composition could defy its stronger neighbors is a mystery which has long puzzled military historians. By translating extant Nim tablets, which I have recently purchased, I mean to solve the riddle at long last. As my knowledge of Arcana is cursory at best, I require an experienced arcanist to assist me with my analysis of any texts pertaining to the magical arts. Will you be that arcanist, Floofy? There is, however, a complication. The Nimmons, tablets, and other assorted relics for which I paid an exceedingly large amount of money were stolen en route to Limsa. The information inscribed upon those tablets could be of untold significance. I will not allow thieves to sell them to some rich Uldan collector. For a pittance. Pray accompany me to the ring catcher's gully dock and help me reclaim my relics. I have strong reason to believe the perpetrators can be found there. Left one, okay. Left is up. Okay, choose. Save. And it should be applying any moment now. There you go. Up. And fly this way. Alcazalca.
Hey, Joseph.
As I suspected, they are not more than broken men who have seized the docks and taken to robbing every passing ship. Come, let us put an end to their banditry and take back what is ours. I will be synced to level 34. Summon my carbuncle. interested on the Minion military tactics, just as I hoped. Hello there. Mayhap the tablet can explain this. Scholar familiar fairies. The sunlight echoes the soothe and shield. The moonlight Celine with solace and strength. Okay. By the 12, have you any idea what this means? We have rediscovered a long-lost magical art of the Minion Salt. Fairies. Honest to God, fairies. Well, now I've seen everything. Anyway, I shall return to the guild and begin translating the tablet. I cannot wait to see what other secrets it contains. Locked the secrets. I would let you summon Carbuncle instead of Fairy, just as a glamour. Excellent timing, Wolf Mage. I have just finished transcribing a section of which will doubtless be of interest to you. According to the tablet, the crystal from which the fairy sprung forth is called the soul of the scholar. It contains the wisdom of those long-dead Minion mages. With it, you can call upon the fairy as you did before and bind her to your will. As I said before, I have little knowledge of Arcanima, so unless you have some objections, I would like to entrust the crystal to you. Oh, and you needn't recompense me. Simply knowing that the lost arts are being preserved is enough. I shall devote my energies to deciphering the remaining text. Should I discover anything new, I promise that you will be the first to know. Level 35. Scholar unlocked.
Go Lakers, Jason. Constance.
Okay, now that I've equipped the set that is going to be the Scholar set, Soul of the Scholar. Where's this? I don't have a Scholar book. Ah! Idleshire. Dravania? Idleshire. Can't equip the Scholar's Soulstone if I don't have a Scholar book. Now to go into here and buy the Scholar book. Let's see, share gear exchange. Scholar. Now for the fun part, doing hot bars. Scholar, okay.
No, don't have to keep one until something. You're in a campaign
Get some max growth. Ruin. Into the there. Bio goes here. cast Lucid Dreaming as soon. Right? Yep. Now, General Limit Break. And that's all the abilities I have for now. I will be getting Sucker after this next quest. And I'm going to continue doing Scholar quests until I reach the one for level 60. Lock my hotbars. This is my AoE. Go back to, yeah. Taking a break from MSQ to pick up Scholar. Let's see, is it the Marauder skill? Huh? Okay. Yeah, it's at the Marauder skill. Oh, they're going out to get lunch. I'm given permission to stay here and stream. Okay, the last remnants. Alcazolka wishes to share with you his most recent discoveries. Mage, I was hoping you might come along. Deciphering the Treasus has proven more difficult than I expected, but I have nevertheless made some progress. It contains a wealth of military knowledge, which of course details the role of scholars in the minion units. Apparently, a single scholar could provide effective support for an entire party of marauders. They would employ their magics to heal the wounds and enhance the abilities of their allies. Moreover, they often served in leadership roles as they were highly trained tacticians. But how swiftly the remembrance of all things is buried in the gulf of eternity. The thesis indicates that Nemedian scholars wielded a far more destructive repertoire of spells than you currently possess. Precisely why you lack these spells I cannot say. However, the fruit of the fault may lie with your fairy. One could surmise that the knowledge contained within the soul of the scholar is essentially hers. Therefore, if she cannot remember the ancient magics, it would suggest that a thought occurs to me. If it is indeed the case that the fairy, having been sealed for 1500 years, has yet to fully regain her senses, Mayhap visiting a familiar location would hasten the process. I can think of no more familiar place than the city of Nin, rather what remains of it in outer Lenosha. Also, I need to do HUD layout. HUD layout for this class. 60. This can go to 80. There. What was I? Ah, yes. Embrace. Yeah. These two fairies used to do different things. Now they do exactly the same thing, and there's no reason for them to be different. To use one over the other. Use embrace those who suffer damage. Yeah. So you really only use one, Eos or Celine. It used to be that this one would enhance attack, this one would enhance defense, but now they do the exact same thing. Star get AP. Which kind of sucks for scholars. Okay, so also my mouse is dying. Another cord I can use for my mouse. That one won't work, it's wrong type. That is a headphone cord. Wrong cord. Wrong cord. That won't work. But yeah, it sucks that they removed the difference between the fairies. They make it so that you only use one fairy and plus Seraph. Seraph is another summon you get later, basically an enhanced version of summon. So you only, but the fairies will stay out indefinitely while Seraph will be temporary. What level do I get Seraph? Summon Seraph. That's a level 80 skill. But yeah. But Seraph is your Ocean button. class. This is Royal. And then for AoE we have Art of War. And then for dots we have poison or fire. Those are the basic attacks. We also have the Instacast rune, which, what's the difference between rune? I guess that you would use rune 2 if traits. I just realized something. I have the more powerful version of this, but I don't have this. Because I'm over leveled. See, what else don't I have? A bit of a silly. I also need to get glamour for my book because it looks ugly. It'd be faster to fly. So basically I have the more powerful version of a spell, but don't have the weaker version because I haven't done the quest to get it. Doggo. Equals alpha's alpha.
That's not good anymore, bro. That's from last week. That's gonna make you sick. Yeah, you ate that last week. Go throw it away.
take a quick break to warm up my lunch. So I'm gonna put it on BRB time for food. And when I come back, I will be eating my lunch while I play this game. BRB. returned with food. Food. Yeah, I have a Venom energy drink, meat and vegetables. Welcome back, Wolf Mage. I gather the experiment was a success. Then does this strongly suggest that each fairy is a distinct individual with her own thoughts, feelings, and memories. Well, I must redouble my efforts to translate the remaining text. At this rate, your discoveries therein threaten to overshadow mine. Do not bemoan your accomplishments, but I have yet to decipher any equally amazing stratagem. Soon enough, though. Soon enough. And we get Sucker. That goes there. Huh. Okay, we're gonna take a break from getting this class its abilities, and we are going to go back to main scenario. I think from here on out, I'm only going to do 2 to 3 main job quests per session, just to kind of balance it out. Balance out where, as to where I don't burn out you guys on class quest or main scenario. That is a level 70 enemy. I do not want to fight that. I'm level 64. she's right. This is not like the Mage. This is worse. They were defenseless.
It's in the. It's in the. It's still.
If this is voice acted, I'm going to mute.
What?
It's still in the fruit.
It's not.
Can you go get it?
Yeah, well, I gotta put the cost of it. Gotta put it in.
We seem to have evaded their patrol so far. What is that tower anyway? I've never seen anything like it. According to my map, we are on the tower is known as Heaven on High, a mysterious structure built long ago by persons unknown. Oh gods, listen to me. I'm starting to sound like Alpino. Next thing you know, I'll be saying things like, as you were doubtless aware. Over there, do you see it? Does it look like it's been dead long? Whoever did this, they're a good shot. Can't see a single stray arrow. Well, someone's hungry. Wait, that wasn't either of you two, was it? Calm down. We had nothing to do with... Wait, what am I doing? You can't possibly understand us. Probably not, no. Time to run, Leaf. We save our strength for any that give us case. You two, hold Mage. by surprise. What a fine ending that would have been to our story. Anyway, I think it's safe to assume that the people at the tower know how to defend themselves. You where we have to sharing an island with these. Now all we need to do is convince them to help us. I'm done with my lunch. Now I can open my drink and continue the stream. Okay. Okay. Actually, how would I say? So that's the way of it. No, stop targeting Fluffy, please. Oh, there's a settlement here, and they've got their own outfit. Hey, they're right. Wait a minute, I've seen that standard before.
I don't know.
It was when we met with Kansui. Which means this place belongs to, let's see, I think I have design material. There's no mistaking that design. It has to be that. And we gain an emote, and we get the choice between some materia or some gear. That is not exposed to our current gear. Confederate consternation. How is it seems being used to find herself standing outside a Confederate settlement. It would seem we have found a Confederate settlement, mayhaps acting, I'm gonna mute. Greetings, you must be so leader of the Confederacy and so on. I realize this is all a bit sudden, but the thing is, we have a little favor to ask. Gods, they've probably broken half a dozen rules of Far Eastern etiquette already. I'm sorry about that, but you have understand that we're in a hurry. I'm going to stop talking now. Men who revere manners and tradition can be found the world over, but not here. Your candor is appreciated. Speak your heart. Kosetsu, a former leader of the rebellion. I know him. Why he bade you petition us for aid and succor, however, I know not. At the risk of repeating myself, to join the Confederacy is to renounce all other ties. We are beholden to none, allied with none. When Doma was invaded by the Empire 55 years ago, we did not rush to her defense. Knowing this, do you honestly expect us to help you drive the Imperial forces from Ffxiv? Garleans have long maintained a presence in this region, and we would be fools to break the peace, fragile as it is. Besides, you are capable warriors. Yes, with gall and preparations, you can surely resolve this matter yourselves. It is imperative that our presence here remain secret for as long as possible. For us to openly engage the Imperialists at this time would endanger everything we've come here to achieve. You have told us why you cannot fight, not why you should not fight it, not why we should fight in your stead. If you would speak to me of lives saved, I would speak to you of slaughter. How many will die when all his pretense is lost and the Garleans declare war on the Confederacy? Hate is a luxury we cannot afford. You are free to come and go as you please, but you will receive no further aid. Thank you for your hospitality. If you would excuse us. Did not mean to target Floofy again. Keep targeting him, but I don't mean to. Talk to Holiday first. I wish I could say I'm surprised, but I'm not. Oh, I hope you enjoy your dinner, Tail plays. I know that didn't go well, but I'm not prepared to give up on them yet. Kosetsu told us to come here for a reason. We must have believed we could convince them to help us. We just have to work out how. My thoughts exactly. I'm glad to hear what we're of the same mind. 'Tis a little wonder they refused. We have done naught to persuade them. The real work begins now. We need to learn more about the Confederacy. objectives are down. And why can't I get down? I can't get down that way is beyond me. Stairs? The arms and armor have been piled haphazardly. They display no sign of recent use or maintenance. Also, I just remembered, I have a macro for Living Dead to tell people when I use it. Which is, Living Dead is my, my oh shit button. Which means that healers have to fully heal me when I use it. Stock traits. Stack traits. A number of crates and barrels have been stored here. On closer inspection, however, most are empty. Taken an interest in the ship. Good eye. She's not much to look at now, but once upon a time she was a beauty. The Confederacy favors Lotos, a smaller ship, to capture and board errand vessels. The larger ones, like this second key, could only take part in major engagements. Not that we've had any of those recently. What with those Imperial bastards throwing their weight around, if it weren't for them, well, no use moaning about what you can't change. Speak with allies then. Béton, béton qui va. not sorry to keep you waiting, but I wanted to talk to as many people as I could. It's just as Tensui said, they have no intention of standing up to Yotsuyu. I don't know if you two got any different impressions. Under the right circumstances, they might help us. I agree. It's obviously that they are struggling to survive, and that they blame the Imperials for their recent troubles. Even if we do nothing, it is inevitable that they will come into conflict with the Empire sooner or later. And deep down, they all know it. The only thing holding them back at the moment is the belief that they lack the strength to survive the coming war. So we need to prove to them that we're not all talk. That can be valuable. That we can be valuable allies in a fight. And what better way to demonstrate our worth than by seeking out people with mundane problems and offering them our expertise, expert assistance. Ugh, I can't read today. Wouldn't be the first time we've had to earn someone's trust by helping them out with this and that. And you know it won't be the last. I'll look around the western end of Onogoro. You two take the east. Good luck. And we have completed that quest and earned Eastern Bow, and I'm gonna take the material. We won't be getting the Eastern Bow emote. So there are 3 main scenario quests in this area. Do I have to do all of them? Let's start with the one by picking up the one up here. So we're gonna pick them all up, then turn them all in at the same time. The Souls of the Sea. Ffxiv has no patience for seasick pirates. Call me take me. What kind of pirate can't suffer the sway of the ocean? A new recruit from far-flung shores? Listen well, I have a task for you. Go first to Al-Uno, borrow and below and receive of him medicine for men of dirt. Then to quick skate here and the hapless domain bemoaning wretched fate. Actually, I think these might take me to different places, so I'm gonna take care of them one at a time, rather than all at once. Make each one the focus of the moment. Come at the behest of Ffxiv for medicine. My very best is yours for the taking. How pitiful the lot of this domain, unable to stomach the sea. A true Confederate could raid a dozen ships while in his cups. Mayhap this one should return whence he came. hate not being able to fly. Ah. Let's look at the map. Zoom out. Southeast, no, that one totally over there, and I can't get to it at the moment. I hate not being able to fly. Why does it shift to and shutter still? Medicine? Medicine? People here, they may look down on me for resorting to such measures, but I would do aught to rather to render the world stable and motionless once more. You are kind, as is Ffxiv. You may tell her that I will return to my duties as soon as I may. And luckily I can just teleport back here. To go to the ring. Oh, the gun face mount. Brilliant. I call this the gun face mount because whenever you are carried by it, you look like you are done with the world. Like, look at the face. You look like you're done with the world. Like, unamused to no end. Hence the nickname I gave it, Gun Face Mount. The Doman was raised in the mountains of his homeland. The first time he saw the sea was after he fled his homeland and came to us. He tossed and turned in his sleep, and when he takes to the water, it is not long before he can no longer stand. But he will grow accustomed to this life. He is hardly the first, after all. The captain, too, was once a Doma, though he cast all aside 20 and 5 years ago when the Imperials took his land and the lives of his parents and brothers. Perhaps you two will renounce your ties and join us someday. I mistook you for a recruit before, but I know your title now. Tensui Golden Star. Thank you for think on my offer, Westerner. You may find small joy in the land, but the sea is both salvation. That's 1 out of 3 main quests we need to do. The other 2 are down below by the Aetherite. Oh, Meatguard Zolmer decided to come and join us. Meatguard Zolmer, Father of Dragons. fortune. Kadrika is nodding sagely in your direction. You strike me as a strong and capable individual. I have a job for you, Westerner. If you are courageous as well. On the beach far to the west lies a carcass of a Piyuki, feathered with arrows. I would have you go and retrieve those which may still be of use. While you are about it, I should be glad if you were to butcher its tail meat for meat. Very good meat in Piyuki tails, you know. But I did say you would need to be courageous of sort, and I mean it. The beast was young, and do not be surprised if an angry mother mourns its child. You know what? Just because you guys enjoy it so much, I'm setting this to my hotbar. Because you boy. It's lies for cake. But I don't know. That is a level 70 monster I will avoid. Because I'm level 64. And not in the position to attack it. Oh, for Pete's sake, go away. Try to avoid all other enemies while on our way. There we go. Also, need to summon my ghost hell greaves. Summon. Okay, got the arrows. Now to interact with this, hopefully another enemy does not spawn on top of me and attack me. Howls. Now to teleport back to the town. And talk to Kadrika. I can't read. You have been away for some time, perhaps in search of a young Piyuki corpse? I see I did not misjudge you. Thank you for your help. But would that I could have tended to my own kill. But necessary. Alas, with every passing day, our future grows more uncertain. But this day, we shall have full blows. In that must we take songs, and wayward travelers need not risk the ire potential beauty by wandering near a neglected hill. A strange sight passes your lips. Have I said something odd? No matter, thank you again for your aid. And now for the last main quest that I have to do before I get the story back on track. And yes, I have to do these. my drink went down the wrong pipe. Ah. Nami. Okay, what does Aranami have? The last...
before you die, Tree.
Okay. Hydration has been done. Aranami is not a man accustomed to being kept waiting. You there, hi, you. Have you seen a bumbling clod of an aura, a new recruit I ordered to patrol the north edge of Nokoro. He is late in returning. A strange boy he was, quite quiet and brooding, reluctant to speak unless spoken to first. Better that than a fool who never holds his tongue, perhaps. Much as I would enjoy dragging him back by the ear, I cannot. Duty compels me to remain. You, on the other hand, have no such obligation. And I have a wide area to search for this one. Search for the missing Confederate troops. Wait, this is the wrong map. Chop. What do you mean loops? What do you mean oops, lyrics? You cast about for the Confederate recruit, but see no one matching his description. Okay, the address. Okay, our map was already what it said before. We cast about for the Confederate recruit and at last spy a young Ari man lurking behind a rock to the west. Who are you? You do not look like a man of the Confederacy. Forgive me, 'twas but yesterday we bid farewell to one of our own, and I worry that she might have lost her way. We led her to rest, laid her to rest in a boat and pushed her out till the current claimed it, for the sea is our home now and ever after. But those sent thither with burdened hearts may drift back to shore, as it is said. Out of concern for her comrades, she strove to earn far more than her keep. She hunted rare and deadly game in treacherous waters, and lost her life for it. But my vigil is ended. Her vessel has not returned to Onokoro. She has made peace with this life and placed her faith in us to live on. And now to teleport back. Lyrics, what's with the oops? Why are you saying oops in chat? So, what of my recruit? Did you find him napping on the beach or some such? What? All this time he was standing watch for the Funnery vessel? Huh. So rare does he give voice to his thoughts, and I had no idea our comrade's death had affected him so. Too quick was I to judge him. It is good that you went to in my stead, else I might have misspoken and made a fool of myself. Please accept this token as a token of my gratitude. And we get a little bit of Gale as next week. Oh, level 65. We don't get Delirium until level 68, and Blackest Night until level 70. For now, we are... Ffxiv stones. First is impressed by your industrious nature, and our options are they are going to build some food, and we are going to take the savage might material. You've been busy, haven't you? And now you're here to ask if I need help with anything. Now that you mention it. Lately we've had trouble with ravenous sharks. They've been leaping out of the water and making off with our fish. Damn this thing. I know. Damn this thing I know, but you wouldn't doubt it if you saw it. You've got to call the thieving bastards regularly. So happens I sent 3 of my mates out there before you came along. Still, the more the merrier. If you can kill 2 or so, that ought to be enough. Take a few of these rotting fish as bait. I'll not be needing them. Oh, and maybe if you can find the other group. They've been away longer than I like. need to actually grab the rotting fish. I just realized I'm headed the wrong way.
No, you either have to put it in place, if you're stationary and you take part of it, or you can or Frank can get back to you. Yeah, I have to Done if you hadn't come along. My partner and I got separated when we fled. You haven't seen them, have you? Damn. Before the Kojin started chasing us, their leader attacked us and asked us if we were Doman. Their Fuyus while my character is teleporting, I'm gonna take a bathroom break. And I'm back. No, don't. Ah, go up the stairs. We've been keeping busy. How about... Oh no, you've got that look. What happened now? Ah, there you are, Wolf Mage. I heard you went shark hunting. We too did our fair share of beast calling, though I think Lise made stronger impressions when she bested a drunken pirate in a sparring match. Fastest knockout to date, I'm told. I should like to think we have proven ourselves to be rather... Why do I get the feeling you have something important to tell me? Cogent mercenaries rounding up Doman Confederates. Surely Yutsuyu has crossed the line now. We must go and speak with Rasho immediately, even if he denies that this changes things. Even he cannot deny that this changes everything. At least I should think that he cannot. I think this will be voice acted. I'm not sure though.
Can I go see the lake money machine?
Let me finish it. There's none on this side, is there?
Our most compassionate acquaintances return! For your deeds we owe you many thanks. But something tells me our thanks are not sufficient. The strange thing is, I was certain you understood our position. And yet here you are with that same look in your eyes, and those same words upon your lips, I'll wager.
I speak only the truth. The Confederacy will not be spared Yotsuyu's wrath. You have always known this, that one day you would have no choice but to stand up to the Empire. I say to you that day is today, and come once more to ask that you join us in the fight.
How convenient that recent events should lend such credence to your claims. Tell me, do death and destruction always follow in your wake?
They had no part in it, Tensui. You know this. We all know this. They came and took our Doman brothers. They will torture them for her sport. Murder them for her satisfaction. So we attack and get butchered for our trouble, or do naught and let them have their pound of flesh. If this be our choice, I say we suffer the ignominy. We endure. We survive. There is no better path. Until the day our enemy is grown weaker and we stronger, there can be no retribution. We will wait for a sign. Such is the judgment of the Confederacy.
So that's it then. You're just going to abandon them to her. They'd die for you, you know, for the Confederacy. They would die for you, but you wouldn't even think to risk your lives for theirs.
I have one last idea, if you will allow. I'm afraid it's not very good as ideas go. It's exceedingly reckless, in fact, and you may well come to despise me for ever having suggested it. Assuming we survive, that is. The question being, do you trust me?
We can't stand by and let innocent people suffer, here or anywhere else. I'll do whatever it takes.
Then let us roll the dice. If it's a sign you want, we shall give you one. One rousing enough to make you drive every Garlean out of Ffxiv without a second thought. You are wary of invoking the ire of the Imperial forces stationed in Dome, correct? Know then that once we have rescued our comrade and freed Ffxiv, we mean to liberate the nation as a whole. You will doubtless require assurances that we are capable of achieving this, and that is only fair. Accordingly, we shall demonstrate our seriousness by depriving the Garleans of a key ally, the Kojin.
What, the three of you, just like that?
Actually, my esteemed colleague here will attend to it on his own. But the how of it is not your concern, only the outcome. If we succeed, you help us liberate Ffxiv. If we fail, you lose nothing. A simple enough wager, if you have the stones for it.
The little miss does make it hard to refuse, does she not?
Words are air. We will weigh you by your deeds.
And I think that is a good place to stop the stream for today, and on a cliffhanger. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed the stream. Until next time, I've been Wolf Mage 1011. I'll see you guys then. Bye!